I just recently left a meeting with a family, and we were discussing the celebration of life for their loved one. His name? Well, his name is Jerry. I wish I knew Jerry because his story is fantastic. Now, Jerry wasn't the man that you would find in the pew on Sunday morning, but he was the man that lived being the church, being a follower of Christ. He was a man of faith. Quiet faith, but faith nevertheless. He was a man that demonstrated forgiveness and reconciliation. He was a man that was able to joke and to be quite the prankster, I was told. He had his faults, I'm sure, and some of those were mentioned. Once in a while, he'd get angry, and you knew it when he was angry. But it was a powerful story. It was powerful because the legacy which Jerry is leaving behind is a testimony and a gospel in and of itself. The gospel of Jesus Christ living out in a man through difficulties, through cancer, through divorce. And yet, he was one who sought reconciliation. And I saw the evidence of that in the family that was there as we gathered around talking about Jerry. And I thought about that because I thought about the legacy that he is leaving behind and how often we don't even think about what we are doing today and how it's going to affect our tomorrows, or how it's going to affect someone else that we may meet, perhaps in the grocery line at the store or at the gas station. The thing is that Jerry was self-sacrificing. Even in the midst of his battle with cancer, he was at functions with the family, taking his time to celebrate a birthday. That's the kind of man Jerry was. He was one who taught others and encouraged others to have faith in Christ himself, because Christ was the answer. Christ is the hope, is the only hope. And regardless of what's going on in your life, it's not what happens, it's what you do with what happens. And Jerry did with his life what we all ought to be doing. And we can learn from Jerry. And I want to just share that with you today because I walk away excited about the service that's coming up. Excited because all I need to do is tell Jerry's story. Because it's a story of the gospel. It's the story of faith. It's the story of reconciliation and forgiveness. It's the story that preaches. What kind of story are you going to leave behind? What is the legacy that you're leaving and writing even today? Think about that today, would you? Hey, until next time, God bless.